So the next thing I want to talk about that I kind of got into, but also kind of didn't, was the decision of the then Pike County Sheriff Charlie Reeder to move the trailers that were on Union Hill Road. As we've said several times, all of the crime scenes were mobile homes or campers. There were 4 crime scenes: Dana's house, Chris's house, Frankie's house. All 3 of those were single wide trailers. Dana's had additions on it. And then Kenneth was in a camper. So a couple weeks after the murders in May of 2016, then Sheriff Charlie Reeder made a decision to move these trailers from their locations on Union Hill Road. They were boarded up, sealed, and moved to Waverly. This is a picture from a news article showing 2 of the trailers being taken down US 32 towards Piketon for storage. This would be Dana's. I don't know which one's which. But one of these trucks, I'm not sure which one it was and on which trailer it was moving, but one of those was my husband's grandpa. Here is another shot of as it came into. This is in Waverly. You can kind of see these buildings back here. Back here is where our Rural King is. These used to be manufacturing places. This is where they were going to be stored, was in a defunct chemical manufacturing place. But this is how they were boarded up, and they were taken in, again, at the doing of the then sheriff, who I agree with that had he left these out here, they would have burned. And he had, people watching them out on Union Hill Road, which was extremely expensive, and at least this way they could secure them. I've actually never seen this picture before, but here is the picture of Kenneth Roden's camper being moved. It was also boarded up and secured any place that would open. Here is another one being moved. Now that I've seen all the trucks, this one is my husband's grandpa, because you can see all these other ones are green. There's a company up there called Green Mobile Home Movings or something like that, and all their trucks are green. So this is them, with their little convoy headed to the storage facility. Now, there was a weird thing in the middle of this where there was a reporter from Cincinnati.com who got into it like on Facebook with Charlie Reeder. He claimed that these things were not secure, that they were not guarded, that he had parked out there and watched, and there were holes in the fence and all of that. So he claimed that it wasn't secure. They were ultimately moved to the sheriff's impound lot when the company they were being stored at went bankrupt, and that was it. They weren't